If you come down here, you'll float too.
Oh my god. What a horrible dream. Oh well. I should probably review it.
It is directed by Andy Muschietti and stars Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise.
Oh god, I'm not gonna do the entire review in that voice. I promise. So it is, of course, based on the novel by Stephen King, which is a huge bestseller and a lot of people love, and it's about a killer clown that is on the loose in Derry, Maine. These kids who are part of this club called the Losers Club are trying to figure out what's going on because one of the members, Billy, has lost his younger brother, Georgie, to this clown. And so they're all having these encounters and they're trying to find a way to get rid of this big problem which is affecting a lot of people in this town. Now, we've already had an adaptation of this in 1990. We had the Tim Curry version, which was a TV movie. It was divided into two parts, but it was released as a 3-hour TV special. My opinions on that are pretty simple. I love the first half. Second half is bad. It's a bad movie. It's not scary at all. It's pretty badly done. It's very badly written. They have a terrible way of transitioning to the adult stuff. And the kid stuff is actually pretty effective. I really like that. And Tim Curry was excellent as Pennywise. So going into this film, I wanted to see source material done well because, full disclosure, while I have not read the book in its entirety, I do know the source material really well and I know about the characters a lot. And so going into this film, I wanted to see that exactly represented on screen. And I loved this movie, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I think this movie's pretty freaking good. Let me just start with the acting. All of it across the board is great. Because these are kids, sometimes it can get a little dicey. It's all kids, they're all in this movie, and they're the main actors. There are adults in this movie, we'll get to them later. But the way these kids are done, the performances, all of them are standouts. They're all brilliant. They did a fantastic job. You got to know about their lives as well in a very good manner. So you understood their plights at home and you understood why they are a certain way. And this transcends to a lot of characters in the film. I'm not going to go into spoilers about that. But the way they come together and the way you connect with all of these kids as the film goes on is fantastic. Some of the standouts included the girl playing Beverly. The way her character is handled throughout the film I thought was really interesting. Her character arc was definitely one of the most well-handled aspects of the film for me. Billy as well I thought was a standout. His performance was exceptionally great. And Finn Wolfhard, who was also in Stranger Things as Mike, was fantastic in this. He was Richie and he did a stellar job as the character. This movie is also really well shot. It's a gorgeous looking film. The cinematography is lush. There are some shots that are still seared into my memory. They were exceptionally done. Even the visuals were handled really well. A lot of people might have things towards the CGI. They've done this very practical stop motion thing, which I think is fantastic. It actually blended in really well with the scenes which involved the live action actors. And it had a sense of creepiness to it. The film has very creepy moments. It's not, oh my god, horror or jump scare like, but there's definitely films that it just gets into you. It creeps under your skin and it takes a while to really get onto you. And once it does, it's fantastic, and the effect of that is felt throughout the film. There's also a great score in this film by Benjamin Wallfish, which I thought was exceptional. It was very well handled and it really made scenes really tense, and the editing was also really good. Everything about this film, honestly, I really like. Technical aspects, all of them were fantastic, and the direction is brilliant. It has a very consistent pace. It never lets up even once as the film goes on. The writing is also really good. It's very true to the source material, and it does a really good job of setting up this story that Stephen King set up in the first place. And of course, this finally brings us to Pennywise, because he's the one character which all of this depends on. If you are looking for a terrifying time in this movie, you have to make sure you get the clown right, because he is essentially the whole factor of this film, which is creeping people out. He was fantastic in this film. Bill Skarsgård is terrifying. He's very creepy. His voice is perfect for the character. And again, he creeps up on you. He's very unsettling as the film goes on. And the makeup on him is also extraordinary. I think they nailed this character. Every single minute of him on screen was absolutely fantastic. Had they not nailed him, well, there is no movie then, is there? And the fact that they did it was really great. And I can't wait to see what they do in the sequel, because this is chapter 1. We're gonna see them in adult lives in the sequel. As for flaws, there's really one I had, and that is these kids have lives at home, as I mentioned. And the movie at times does go into the hardships they're facing with their family members, because something about the adults seems really off while they're in this town. Film just doesn't go into it as much as I thought it could have, and I think that's my only weak link with this film. In the case of Beverly especially, there are things we are shown where I'm like, you could have gone a little more into that. And even with Eddie, some things could have been expanded a little bit more, but the rest of it I think is really good. I really like this film a lot. Pennywise was fantastic. The effects I really liked. I love the direction of this film. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do in the sequel. I love the writing. It's very true to the source material, and they nailed all the characters. I think it's a fantastically done film. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Have you seen it, or are you planning on seeing it? And what did you think about it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know. And if you like this, please subscribe so you can float.